I'm gonna show you how to look younger, or at least how not to look older in your videos. What's up guys, Davinci here and welcome back to a new video. If you're new to this channel, there's one thing you need to know. I make videos with and about the Canon 90D, the Canon EOS R, the Canon M50 and the Canon R6. Feel me right now, by the way. So what do I talk about in this video? Sometimes it happens that these cameras are so good that when we film with them, we get all the details. And this is good in many shots, but sometimes when we film ourselves or when we film a human being portrait or interview shot, there's too much detail, especially when we shoot in 4K, but also in 1080. So what happens? That sometimes the subject ends up looking like 10 or 15 years older than they actually are. I noticed this like a couple of years ago when using the Canon EOS R, that for example, even if the shot was perfect and you see every detail and everything looks great, but then I noticed that my face was a little bit off. How? Well, I looked all wrinkled and my skin imperfections were like amplified. Of course, we can fix that. And since I got this comment like yesterday, how did you get the camera to make your skin look smooth? I've been having the hardest time. Well, then I decided to make this video to show you how you can fix that. And it doesn't matter if you use the Canon R6, the Canon 90D or the Canon EOS R. I'm gonna show you the same process with one sample for each camera. And I'm gonna show you how to do this in Resolve, because that's my favorite software. Before I show you, just hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Check the links in the description to see all my gear stuff and things, my gear. And if you want 1 month of awesome music and great sound effects for free, click the link to Epidemic Sound. Okay, now I'm gonna show you how to look younger, or at least how not to look older in your videos. Okay, so the first clip is from the Canon R6 and I used a C-Log 3 and I color graded it a little bit, and now you can see that I look all wrinkled. I promise I don't look like this in real life. If I try to correct this through the sharpness, my entire face would be like softer, but including the eyes and all the details, and I don't want to do that. So if I want this footage, like my face, to look like it looks like in real life, or even if I was like this, to look better, to look younger, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to create a new node here, and it's going to be a power window, and I'm going to make sure I select my face so this correction won't affect the rest of the frame. Then I'm going to click on qualifier here and I'm going to select my face. I selected only this side of my face, and I'm going to make it a little bit softer, so I'm going to limit the wrinkles, and I'm going to use here mid detail. I'm going to lower it. The more you put it low, the more it will be smooth. Don't overdo it or you will end up looking like plastic. You don't want to do that. So now at minus 39, minus 40. Okay, let's see. Looking better. But still there's this other side. You see, I look all wrinkled. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create another node and I'm gonna do the same. Power window here. Make sure to isolate my face as much as possible. Then I'm going to click on qualifier. And I want this side to be selected. Okay, good enough. So now I'm gonna do the same. Mid detail. And I'm gonna put it down, not too much. Let's do minus 35, 36. Let's see. Maybe a little bit more. Minus 50. Minus 70. So now let's see what it looked like before. This was with the Canon R6. Now the second clip is from the Canon 90D, and I used Technicolor CineStyle. The issue of having too much detail on the face so that we won't look the way we really look in real life in the video is not a big issue, but still it's there, so we can make it better. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to create another 2 nodes, and just like I did before, I'm going to select my face. I'm going to isolate my face as much as possible using a power window here, the qualifier, like this. Then I'm going to lower the mid detail here. Let's do minus 50, something like that. Then I do the same thing with the other node, making sure to isolate the other side of the face. So power window, and same thing, qualifier, mid detail, minus 71, let's try. Of course, if you exaggerate, it might end up looking like plastic. Be wise and don't overdo it. Here I'm exaggerating a little bit just to show you the difference. So now the final clip was shot on the Canon EOS R and the RF 35mm f1.8. I think on this camera this issue is pretty huge, like when you want your shot to be sharp, especially in 4K, but also in 1080. But this is in 4K, by the way, just like the other clips. But as I was saying, for some reasons, it tends to show too much detail on the face. So most of the times we end up looking like 10 or 15 years older than what we actually are. And that happened to me a lot in the videos I shot like a couple of years ago. But this camera, at first I didn't pay too much attention to it, but as soon as I noticed, I realized I needed to find a way to fix that. And so I'm going to apply the same process here. So creating my 2 nodes. So start from the first one, a power window here to better isolate my face from the rest of the frame. Here. Then qualifier. Okay, then mid detail, I'm gonna lower it, I'm gonna go heavy, like minus 70, minus 70.50, random, minus 70. Okay, and now I'm gonna do the same, trying to select the other side of my face. Again, power window, qualifier, more or less, and I'm going to lower the mid detail. Again, I'm gonna go pretty heavy, minus 88. I'm exaggerating a little bit here just to show you the difference, but of course, if you want better results, you have to be more subtle. Alright, that's pretty easy. What do you think about it? Leave a comment down below and hit the like button right now. So now I'm gonna have lunch. I'm still on a diet, but feeling great and already looking good. So just like when I shoot my videos. Alright, and I really hope you enjoyed this one. And if you did, again, smash the like button right now and subscribe. And I will see you when? In my next video.